everyone, welcome to another video from UA code 127.0.0.1. Guys, hope so all of you are good and doing well in your life. And today I'm going to work on Try Hack Me walkthrough, that is Nmap. So Kali Linux machine is open here, and I'm going to start this walkthrough. Here you can see machine is already deployed, on which I have to perform multiple tasks. Okay, in introduction, you can see a lot of theory. I'm not going to read all this, but I'm trying to give you concept actually what is the basic purpose of Nmap and why it should be used. Guys, Nmap actually is a network scanning tool. It's a footprinting tool, and you can use this tool to gather information about your target machine. In penetration testing, information gathering is the first step, and you can get a detailed knowledge about your target machine by using Nmap. By using Nmap, you can perform live post on your target machine. You can also scan ports. You can also scan services running on target machine. So guys, here you can see a picture that different machines are communicating with their server by using different ports. Every computer has a total of 65,535 available ports. This is the total number of ports which every computer have, and HTTP web server always be found on port 80, and HTTPS web server always found on port 443. Okay, and NetBIOS services can run on 139 port, and SMB can be found on 445. Guys, these are some important ports. You should remember the port number and the service running on concerned port. If I scroll down, here is the question. The question is that what network constructs are used to direct traffic to the right application on a server? Mean to say, how you can, being a client, how you can actually connect to the server? The correct answer should be ports. Okay, ports will be used to direct traffic to the right application on the server. How many of these are available on any network enabled computers? The total number of ports here you see that 65,535. So the correct answer should be this. Next question is that how many of these are considered well known? These are the standard number mentioned. Guys, basically by default Nmap scan total thousands of ports, and from these ports, how many of these are considered well known? Well known ports are also called some standard number mentioned ports that are 1024. Let's move to the task. See, in this task, guys, you are see different switches and about Nmap. Nmap can be accessed by typing Nmap into the terminal command line followed by some of the switches. Okay guys, here I'm going to show how actually you can start the Nmap. If I simply typed here, first I'm going to open my terminal, and I just simple type here Nmap and then hyphen help. Here guys, you can see Nmap is open, and all of the switches related to the Nmap also present here. So guys, now it's time to answer all these questions. These questions are related to the Nmap switches. First question is that what is the first switch listed in the help menu for SynScan? How you actually can perform SynScan in Nmap? Let's do it practically. Here you can see in scanning techniques, you find different switches which are related to scan your target. So if I want to perform SynScan, here you can see if I want to perform SynScan, I can use hyphen. If I want to perform SynScan, I can use hyphen SSH switch. Okay, let's do it practically. I can type here Nmap and then hyphen SSH switch and then target machine. The address, IP address of target machine, that is 10.10.2.15 and 225. 10.10.2.15, 215 and dot 225 and hit enter. Basically guys, this will perform the SYN scan against the target machine. There is a spelling mistake. It should be Nmap and hit enter. Here Nmap SYN scan is going to start against the target machine. Okay, the answer should be -SS switch. Which switch would you use for UDP scan? Okay guys, if you want to perform UDP scan against your target machine, then which switch you should use? Here you can see a -SU switch can be used for UDP scan. So the answer should be -SU switch. If you want to detect which operating system, okay guys, if you want to know about the OS of target machine, then which switch should be used? Guys, here if I scroll down, you can see in OS detection, here you can see OS detection -O switch actually enable OS detection about the target machine. So answer will be capital O. And they provide a switch to detect the version of services running on target. Okay guys, how you can actually detect which version number of the services running on your target machine, then which switch should be used? Here you can see, if you want to know about service version number, guys, if I scroll up, you can see here -SH switch will use to determine service version info. So the answer should be -SV. Okay, the next question is that the default output provided by Nmap often does not provide enough information for a pen tester. How would you increase the verbosity? Student, if you want to increase the verbosity level of your output, then which switch you should use? You can use hyphen. Here if I scroll up, you can see here is a -V switch going, increase the verbosity level. You can also either use -VV or single -V or 4x -V. If I type here Nmap and then I want to increase the verbosity of the output, I can here use -VV and hit enter. Now Nmap will show you most verbosity output. Here you can see more detail about your target machine. You can see ports, then state of port. 21 port is open, service running on this port is 21, FTP, and the reason, it also show the reason, that is SYN acknowledgement TTL128. So guys, -V will increase the verbosity of the output. Okay, verbosity level 1 is good, but verbosity level 2 is better. Okay guys, how you can actually increase your verbosity into 2 level? How would you set the verbosity level to 2? So guys, you can use -V switch to increase the verbosity level to 2. The next question is that what switch would you set to save the Nmap result in 3 major formats? Okay guys, let's do it practically. If you want to save your Nmap scan result in 3 format, that is text format, and that is XML format, and that is graphable format, then how you could perform this? Guys, if I type here Nmap stealth scan, I'm going to clear my screen first and hit enter. Now if I type here Nmap and then I type stealth scan, skin scan, and then I'm also want to show result in 2 level verbosity, then I will use -VV and then target, that is 10.10.215 and 225, 215.225, and then now I want to store this scan result in a file, then I should use -OS switch and then small a and then -A and then the name of file result.nmap txt and hit enter. So guys, here you can see nmap starts scan again the target machine. And now if I type here ls, here guys you can see that the output file is generated. One is in grabbable form, other then is text form, and then third one is xml form. If I type here cat result and txt and txt dot nmap and hit enter, now guys you can see that the result is shown in text form. If I type here cat result txt dot g nmap and hit enter, now you can see guys the result is shown in grabbable form. You can see the scanning result of nmap, which is stored in results file in grabbable format. Okay guys, now I'm going to show the third format, that is xml format. Dot xml and hit enter. Now you can see that the result of scanning result of nmap is present in xml format. That is actually in something like that present on a browser window, you can see. So the answer should be -os switch. -os switch will actually store the result in 3 major formats. The next question is that what switch would you use to save the nmap result in a normal format? Okay guys, basically the question is that if you want to store your scanning result in just normal format, which is human readable, then which switch should be used? If I type here guys, first I'm going to clear my screen, and I typed here my previous command. I typed here nmap and then I typed -ss and then target machine 10.10.215.200, and now I want to store the result in normal format. I should use -on switch, and then the name of the file, the name of the file is test1.txt and hit enter. Now guys you can see the nmap starts scanning. The IP is 225. The IP is, here you can see the IP is 225 and hit enter. So now nmap starts scanning against the target machine. Now the result is should be stored in normal format. Now if I want to show the result of again, here you can see the scanning result is present in normal format. Okay, a very useful output format. How would you save result in grabbable format? How you want to, how you actually save the result in grabbable format? Guys, if I type here nmap and then I will use -og switch and hit enter. Now guys you will see that the result of this scan will be saved in grabbable format. Okay, now if I type here I'm going to clear my screen, and then now I typed here cat test.txt and hit enter. Now guys you can see the result of using -og flag. So grabbable format should use -og. Okay, now the next question is that how would you activate this setting? Which setting? Sometimes the result we are getting just are not enough. If we don't know about how loud we are, we can enable aggressive mode. Okay guys, if you want to scan, if you want to perform an aggressive scan against target, how actually you could perform aggressive scan? You can guys perform aggressive scan by using -a switch, and then I should type the IP address .225 and hit enter. Now guys basically nmap start an aggressive scan against the target machine. By using a hyphen a switch, Nmap perform aggressive scan. Okay, guys, basically you want to perform aggressive scan to get more detailed information. If you don't satisfy from a simple scan, then you can perform aggressive scan, and aggressive mode actually gives you more detailed information about, more clear information about your target machine. Okay, now Nmap offers first 5 levels of timing templates. These are essentially used to increase the speed your scan result. Guys, if you want to perform your scan result in fast mode, then you can use hyphen T flag. If I type here hyphen T, then definitely it should perform scan result now faster. You can use you can increase timing templates up to 5 levels. Okay, you can use T1, T2, T3, T4. As you increase the hyphen T switch, then the speed of scanning should also increase. Okay, guys, the next question is that we can also choose which ports to scan. Okay, now I'm going to show how actually you can use Nmap to scan ports. How would you tell Nmap to only scan port 80? The question is that how actually you can perform only port 80 scan. If I type here Nmap, and then here I use hyphen P switch for port, and then port number which I want to scan, 10.215 and then 225, and hit enter. Now guys, Nmap will perform a scan scan against this target, and it will scan only port 80 of this target. As I specified here, the port 80, you can see the result of this scan is that port 80 of this target machine is open, and the service of port 80 is by default. As you know guys, HTTP server service is always run on this port. Okay, you can also specify any other port. If I type here port 8080 and hit enter, now Nmap perform scan against this target, and only port 8080 will be scanned. You can see port 80 filtered, and mean to say there is a firewall present, and service running on this port is HTTP proxy. So guys, you can use hyphen T and then concern port in order to scan only one port. How would you tell Nmap to scan ports between this and this? Okay guys, if you want to perform a range of ports, then how could you can perform this? If I type here Nmap and I type here Nmap port 80 to 100 and hit enter. Now guys, you can see that Nmap perform a scan against target machine, and port from 80 to 100 should be scanned. You can see here Nmap perform scan, and port 80 is open. The rest of ports are filtered, and you can also see the services which are running on these ports. So guys, you can also scan a range of ports by using this method. The next question is that how would you tell Nmap to scan all ports? Okay guys, you know that total ports of any computer is 65,535. If you want to scan all ports of the target machine, then how this could be performed? You can perform this scan by using hyphen P switch. Actually, it takes a lot of time because all the ports are going to start. You can perform all port scan by using this switch hyphen P and hyphen. it takes some time, and then a result should be present on screen. Here you can see only 6% is complete. It goes till 100, then the result will be displayed. Okay, the next question is that how would you activate a script from Nmap? Guys, basically, if you want to activate a script from Nmap, then how could this can be performed? Here you can see the Nmap scripts are present in. If I typed here cd, and then I typed here the cat, and then etc, and then sorry, if I typed here cd cat etc nmap. Okay guys, if I typed here cd and then user share and then nmap and then script and hit enter. So guys, you can see if I typed ls and hit enter, all the scripts are present in this directory. The question is that how would you activate a script from nmap scripting library? So guys, to activate any script from this library, which switch you can use, a list of all scripts are is present here. Now if I want to activate any of these scripts, then what I should do, I can activate any scripts by typing. Actually, I'm facing some internet problem. It takes a lot of time to show. If I type here in my own Kali Linux machine, guys, you can see all the scripts are present here. Now if I want to activate any script, then what I should use, I can use hyphen and then script and then concern script name. If I want to use this script, I can copy this and then Control Shift V, and then I can type nmap then hyphen script to activate DNS update.nsc, and then here I should put the address of target machine against I want to perform a scan. Here is a spelling mistake. It should be nmap and hit enter. Now guys, you can see nmap start a scanning techniques against this target machine. So the answer of this question is hyphen script. How would you activate all of the scripts in vuln category? Okay guys, to activate any scripts that is present in any specific category, then what should you do? You should do hyphen script and is equal to, and then the category name. Here you should put the category name. The correct answer should be this. Okay, scan types overview. When port scanning with nmap, there are three basic scan types. Basically, TCP, SYN, and updates, UDP. These are the three basic scans which are performed when you start port scanning. The rest of scan techniques also performed when you going to scan ports. TCP null scan is also performed. You can perform TCP fin scan and SMS scan. Okay, here you see TCP connect scans. Guys, basically TCP scan is going to perform a three-way handshake. Actually, nmap work on three-way handshake techniques. You can see here guys in picture, if a client want to communicate to the server, the client should send a SYN request to the server. After getting this SYN request, the server then send SYN acknowledgement request back to the client. After receiving SYN acknowledgement request, the client send back acknowledgement packet to the server. So this is a three-way handshake stage that is performed between these two machines. Okay, the question is that which RFC defines the appropriate behavior for the TCP protocol? Here you can see, for example, if the port is closed, RFC 793 states that if a port is closed, then RFC 793 is used. If a port is closed, which flag should the server send back to indicate this? Actually, guys, if you want to scan a port, something like that, if you want to scan port 80, then if port 80 is closed, then which flag should the server send back? The server should send back the reset flag. Here, if client want to scan port 80, then if client should send SYN request and port 80 to the target. Okay, now if here the port 80 is closed, then this will set a reset request to the client. So RST flag will use to indicate the reset packet. Okay, the next question is that SYN scan, how you can actually perform SYN scans against your target machine. It's something like that. TCP scan. So guys, SYN scans are sometimes referred to as a half open scan or stealth scan. You can also call stealth scan and half open scan to this scan. Okay, here is some theory which you it's just for your understanding. You should read it thoroughly to clear your concepts. I'm going to the question. The question is that there are two other names for a SYN scan. What are they? As you read here, the other two names of SYN scan is half open and stealth scan. Okay, the next question is that can an Nmap use a SYN scan without sudo permission? No, the Nmap cannot use SYN scan without sudo permission. You should use sudo in order to perform SYN scan. Okay, in task 7 UDP scan. Unlike TCP, UDP connection are stateless. This means that rather than initiating a connection with a back and forth handshake, UDP connection rely on sending packets to target port and essentially hoping that they make it. Okay, Nmap UDP scan is -su. You can perform UDP scan by using this switch. When a packet is sent to an open UDP, there should be no response. There should be no response. If the packet is sent to an open, if the UDP port is open, then there should be no response. When this happens, the Nmap refers to the port as open or filtered. Actually, in this case, the Nmap did not recognize actually the port is opened or filtered. Then the state of this port should display in this format. Okay, guys, here you can see Nmap -su switch and then --top -ports 20. It means that you want to scan top 20 ports, will scan the top 20 most commonly used UDP ports. Use UDP ports resulting in much more acceptable scan types. If I type here in my own Kali Linux machine, if I type here, I'm going to zoom in for more visibility. If I type here Nmap and then -su switch for UDP scan, and then I can type here --top ports, and then I can use the top ports, how much ports I want to scan. Let's type 10, and then I should type the target IP address and then 225 and hit enter. Guys, this syntax will actually scan top 10 UDP ports. Okay, if a UDP port does not respond to an Nmap scan, what will it be marked as? Okay, here you read it already. Nmap refers to the port as being opened and filtered. So the answer is this. When a UDP port is closed by convention, the target should send back the port unreachable message with protocol. Okay, guys, if the port is closed, then which protocol notify you? ICMP. ICMP packet actually, if the host is not alive and the port is closed, then ICMP packet protocol notify you. Let's move to the next task 8. Here you can see some other scan techniques that are null, fin and XMS. These are some techniques. You can also perform these techniques against port scanning. To perform null scan, you can use hyphen SN switch. To perform fin scan, hyphen SV switch will be used, hyphen SX for XMS scan. Here is a lot of theory. Guys, you should read it thoroughly in order to clear your concept. Here I'm not going to read all these theories. Which of the three shown scan types use the URG flag? Okay, guys, here you can see that XMS flag will use URG. Here you can see XMS scan will use URG flag. Why are null, fin and XMS scans generally used? Basically, these scans techniques are used for firewall evasion. If you want to prevent from firewall, then you can perform these scans. Which common OS may respond to a null, fin and XMS scan with a reset for every? Here you can see, guys, the RFC 793 mandates that network hosts respond to the malformed packets, and it will be used for Microsoft Windows. So the correct answer should be Microsoft Windows. Okay, next move to task 9, ICMP networking scanning. You guys, you can perform ICMP network scanning in order to know about that if the host is going to alive or not. So you can perform ICMP scan by using hyphen SN switch. If I typed here nmap and then hyphen SN switch and then target IP, that is 10.10.215.225, and hit enter. So guys, you can type here hyphen SN switch in order to perform ICMP scan. The hyphen SN switch tells nmap not to scan any port, forcing it to rely primarily on ICMP echo packets. So guys, in this situation, no ports is going to scan. It's just focusing to on ICMP echo packets. Okay, how would you perform a ping sweep on this IP network mask by using nmap? So guys, if you want to perform a ping sweep on this network mask, then you should use nmap hyphen SN, then the network IP address and hyphen by 16 as this is ping sweep against the target machine. Okay, next is NSC scripts. Guys, in nmap, and nmap scripting is more powerful addition to the nmap. Basically, if you want to use NSC scripts, you can download it from GitHub. Here you can see nmap NSC scripts. GitHub, you can download all these scripts from here. You can also download these scripts by apt command. Here you can see a lot of NSC scripts which you can install in order to find more details about your target machine. All these scripts are present here. You can use these scripts. Okay, what language are NSC scripts written in? In Lua language, these scripts are written. Here you can see this programming language is used to write NSC scripts. Which category of scripts would you be very bad idea to run in production environment? So intrusive category of scripts would be very bad idea to run in a production environment. Okay, next try to work with the NSC scripts. Here guys, you can see to activate any scripts you can use hyphen script switch, and then if you want to activate any script from a specific category, you can use hyphen script equal to the category name. Here you can see if I want to use this category, then I can use this syntax. Okay, what optional argument can be FTP anonymous NSC scripts? max list. Here you can see that max list can be used in as an optional argument with FTMP anonymous NSE scripts. Okay, searching for NSE scripts. How actually, guys, you can search for NSE scripts? As already I told you, all the scripts are present in this directory. If I typed here ls, you can see all NSE scripts are present here. You can search any script by its name. Now if I want to search this script, I can copy from here, and now I can use ls-la, then user share nmap scripts, and then I will use grep command, and then concern NSE script. Here, guys, you can see this command show all the detail about HTTP form fuzzer NSE script. So you can find any specific script from all these scripts by using this command. Here is a lot of theory. It's quite difficult for me to read all theory here, but you should read it thoroughly in order to clear your concept. Here you can see scripts.db script is going for search. Okay, you can also use this command in order to find all these scripts related to FTP. Guys, if I type here my previous command and then type here, I type here static FTP and then static hit enter. Now this command will show all the scripts related to the FTP anonymous, FTP bounce, then brute, and the rest of scripts are present here. You can also use this command in order to search any specific script. Okay, guys, if you want to install scripts, then how could you this can perform? You can use sudo apt update and sudo apt install nmap command, and you can also use this command in order to install your scripts from any website. Search for SMB script in the user share nmap script directory using either of demonstrate methods. What is the file name for the script which determines the underlying OS for SMB server? Guys, in order to identify the SMB server, then which script should be used? Guys, SMB-OS discovery SNB. This script should be used in order to find out SMB server. If I type this script here, and then if I type here this, and then I want to use grep command, and then the name of SMB OS discovery NSE script. Basically, this script will be used to identify the SMB server. Reading through this script, what does it depends on? Actually, the SMB script depends on SMB brute. Okay, firewall evasion. How actually you can bypass the firewall? Guys, we have already seen some techniques for bypass firewalling. Firewalls, think stealth scans along with null. These techniques can be used for prevent firewall. However, there is another way, common firewall configuration, which is imperatively we know how to bypass. So, guys, for fire evasion, you can also use -p and switch. Fortunately, Nmap provides an option for this -pn, which tells Nmap to not bother pinging the host before scanning it. This means that Nmap will always treat the target host being alive. Guys, if you use this flag, then every time the target machine considered it will be it should be alive. Okay, guys, you can also use -f switch used for fragment the packets. If you use -f switch, then the packets will be broken in some small packets. Then it's quite difficult for firewall to detect actually from what is the packet is coming. If I type here nmap and then Now guys, you can see that -f flag will actually fragment the packet into small pieces. So in this situation, it's quite difficult for firewall to detect. Okay, which simple protocol is to block requiring the use of C-PN switch? So guys, ICMP should be correct answer. Which nmap switch allows you to append an arbitrary length? So guys, you can use this switch in order to append an arbitrary length of random data. It's time for practical. So guys, here you can see the question is that does the target this respond to the ICMP ping request? Let's try ICMP ping request. Type here nmap -pn and then target IP address 10.10.215.225 and hit enter. So guys, here you can see that ICMP ping request against this target machine is not a response, so the answer is no. Perform an XMS scans on ports on the first 99 ports of the target. How many ports are shown to be open? Now it's time to perform an XMS scan. If I typed here this and hit enter, now nmap will perform XMS scan against the target machine, and then it will show the result after perform this scan techniques. Actually, I'm facing some internet problems, so no more detailed information nmap showing. If I type here pn and then hit enter. Okay guys, the procedure is this. If you want to perform an XMS scan and want to perform all the initial 999 ports are open or not, so the answer will be 999. I'm facing some internet problem, the result is not shown, but the answer is this. Okay guys, perform a TCP SYN scan on the first 5000 ports of the target. How many ports are shown to be open? TCP SYN scan. Okay, if I type here nmap and then TCP SYN scan, I should type here -SSS switch and then target IP address, and I should also specify the ports number, that should be 5000 ports, and hit enter. So now all the result depending upon this should be displayed. Guys, as I'm told you, I'm facing some internet problem, result is not shown here, but the syntax of this question should be this. You want to perform a TCP SYN scan, and then the range of the ports which you want to scan, and then the target IP address. Okay, as I done it already, so the question is present here that only 5 ports are open. Okay, deploy the FTP and anonymous scripts against the box. Can NPP login in successfully? Unfortunately, I'm facing internet problem and cannot see right now, but you should practice this. And now you have now completed the further nmap room. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned something now. So guys, this is my today lecture. Hope so you liked it, and definitely you should practice this. Guys, I'm told you that practice makes man perfect. You should do practice on daily basis. I will come in my next video with a new walkthrough. Till then, Allah Hafiz.